Hello everybody, and we are about to start a new Let's Play series of Dark Souls Remastered. I will be playing on the PS5, and we're going to start a new game. So, for this playthrough, kind of created a storyline that involves a female character. And we're going to be starting as a cleric, though we're not going to be playing as like a miracle user exactly. A good starting gift is always going to be the master key. The character creation is going to be pretty quick here. Okay, so kind of the story for this playthrough is our character Andrea here is actually going to be like the daughter of Artorias, and she's going to be on a mission to try to find out what happened to her dad. And we're going to take our time throughout the playthrough, and we're just going to look at all the items and try to read through everything that we can, and just have some fun with it.
In the age of ancients, the world was unformed, shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons. But then there was fire, and with fire came disparity. Heat and cold, life and death, and of course, light and dark. Then from the dark they came and found the souls of lords within the flame. Nito, the first of the dead. The Witch of Izalith and her daughters of Chaos. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight, and his faithful knights. And the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten. With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty bullets peeled apart their stone skins. The witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease. And Seath, the scales, betrayed his own, and the dragon Thus began the Age of Fire. But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Even now, there are only embers, and man sees not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed dark side. Yes, indeed. The dark sign brands the undead. And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north. Where they are locked away to await the end of the world. This is your fate.
Okay, we just picked up the dungeon key. Key to the dungeon of the Undead Asylum to the north. Mysterious night, without saying a word, shoved a corpse down into the cell. And on its person was this key. Who was this knight? And what was his purpose? There may be no answers, but one must still forge ahead. Okay, we are out of the dungeon now. So throughout this playthrough, we're actually, even though we are a cleric, we're going to become somewhat of a pyromancer. I thought that'd be kind of fun, just to completely try something a little different than I usually try. And it is always fun to take a starting class that doesn't have too much to do with the type of build you're doing, just to have a little fun challenge with it, because you can really take any class and create it whatever you want it to be. Wooden shield decorated with the ancient symbol of a double-headed eagle, painted yellow. Let's equip that for now. Also picked up our mace. Just an iron hammer with a protrusive pommel. It's going to be for strike damage. Crack down that wall first.
Oh, you. You're no hollow. Hmm? Thank goodness. I'm done for, I'm afraid. I'll die soon, then lose my sanity. I wish to ask something of you. You and I, we're both undead. Hear me out, will you? Regrettably, I have failed in my mission, but perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family. Thou who art undead art chosen. In thine exodus from the undead asylum, maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringeth the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know. Well, now you know. And I can die with hope in my heart. Oh, one more thing. Here, take this. An Estus flask. An undead favorite. Oh, and this. Now I must bid farewell. I would hate to harm you after death. So go now, and thank you.
Okay, so Estus Flask, the undead treasure. These dull green flasks filled with Estus and bonfire. Essentially, it's going to be used for replenishing health. The Estus flasks are linked to the fire keepers. The Dark Tales also make reference. An emerald flask from the keeper's soul. She lives to protect the flame and dies to protect it further. And we also picked up the Undead Asylum. Second floor east key. The Undead Asylum is a giant undead prison, segmented by countless iron bars. Even if undead were to escape from a cell, passage to this outside world would not be gained easily. Open that door for now. Our friend has passed on. Picked up our canvas talisman. Locked. We did pick up our talisman. A medium for casting miracles of the gods. Canvas talisman is for clerics on a pilgrimage, and we'll be able to perform miracles with this. So for example, you equip it if you want to heal, because we have a miracle attuned at the moment. It's great for healing in between combat when you have a safe Like, there's nobody attacking you, so you have a moment to actually just spend 5 seconds to heal rather than using an Estus Flask. Okay, so what we're going to do now is take on the entry of the boss, the tutorial area. Up the big pilgrim's key. It's a pretty straightforward fight. Nothing too crazy at the beginning. Key to the inner door of the undead asylum. Big key belonging to a chosen undead pilgrim. But this chosen undead knows not what this pilgrimage has in store. Quick little walk around the cliffside. Pick up some items. Reading just how many items there are around here.
You.
Okay. Let's keep going.
Only in the ancient legends it is stated that one day an undead shall return. To leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords. Lordran.
Okay, we have reached Firelink Shrine, which is the main hub of the game. And we are about at 20 minutes, so this is probably a good introduction video to start the series. I would like to thank all of you for tuning in, and we will talk again real soon.